Welcome to your digital classroom. I am Saji Kevin. You are watching my channel, The Eureka. Yesterday you learned that Antonio was in a melancholy mood. His friends said to him that he was sad because he was too much worried about his merchandise out in the sea. Antonio denied their suggestion, saying that he was not sad on account of his merchandise or on account of his love failure. Meanwhile, his friends, Bassanio, Graciano, and Lorenzo arrived. And then these friends, Salerno and Selenio, go away from there. Now, let us continue the next part. Lorenzo, my lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet. Lord Bassanio, since you have found your best friend Antonio, we will leave you. And remember, we shall meet at dinner time tonight. Bassanio, I will not fail you. I shall remember it. And I shall keep my promise and meet you at dinner time. Graciano, you look not well, Signa Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed. Graciano says to Antonio that Antonio does not look well. He is too much worried about his worldly affairs. In other words, he is too much worried about his business ventures. And those people who are too much worried about the worldly affairs can never be happy and successful in their life. Believe me, you are changed marvelously. You do not look well. You are changed completely as you are worried about your business ventures out in the sea. Antonio, I hold the world, but as the world, Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part and mine a sad one. I consider this world as a stage where everyone has a role to play, and my role is the role of a sad person. Therefore, I am sad so. And Graciano, let me play the fool. If you have decided to play the role of a sad person, I shall play the role of a fool. I shall play the role of a comedian, a joyful person. With mirth and laughter, let all wrinkles come. Let the wrinkles appear on my face on account of my laughter and merriment rather than sad, gloomy appearance on my face. And let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. I would like to warm my liver with wine rather than cooling my heart with sorrows and cries. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his Grandsire cut in Alabaster, sleep when he wakes, and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? he asks a rhetorical question. Why should a man sit like the statue of his grandfather made with his marbles? Man is a warm-blooded creature. Then, why should he sit like the statue of his grandfather? Or, why should he be asleep when he should be awake? Why should he suffer from jaundice on account of his bad temper and jealous feeling? Man is a warm-blooded creature. Therefore, he should be active and energetic. He should not be idle, and he should not be jealous of anyone. I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee. It is my love that speaks. I tell you all this because I love you very much, Antonio. And it is my love makes me speak like in this manner. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond, and do a willful stillness entertain, with the purpose to be dressed in opinion of wisdom, gravity, and profound conceit. There are some people who deliberately have sore expression on their face in order to create an impression that they are men of wisdom, they are serious, they are men of great thoughts. And here they have appearance like the cream on the milk, or mantle scum on the standing water, stagnant water. Such expressions they create in order to have an impression that they are men of wisdom, men of great thought and serious. As who would say, I answer oracle, and when I open my mouth lips, let no dog bark. And they pretend themselves to be Sir Oracle. Oracle, voice of God uttered through the mouth of priest. When such a priest speaks, no one should open their mouth, as these are the words of God, and therefore everyone should listen to them. They pretend to be Sir Oracle, voice of God uttered by the priest. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing, when I am sure if they should speak, would almost damn those ears which hearing them would call their brothers fools. If they speak, the listeners would call them fools. Thus, they would be condemned to go to hell. They are reputed because they do not speak at all. As long as they do not speak at all, they are considered to be reputed men, wise men, men of great thought. But if they speak, the listeners would call them fools, and as a result, they will be damned to go to hell, because according to the teachings of Jesus Christ, if you call your brother a fool, you are liable to go to hell. You shall not insult your fellow man. I tell thee more of this another time. So I shall speak more about it later. But fish not with this melancholy bait for this fool Gudgeon, this opinion. Therefore, you should not use your melancholy bait for catching such a worthless fish as public opinion that you are a man of wisdom. You are very serious, or you are a man of great thought. You do not use your melancholy bait, food, melancholy food, bait, food that used for catching fish. You shall not use such food, such deceptive appearance for getting cheap opinion that you are wise. You are a man of great thought and you are serious. Come, good Lorenzo, fare you well a while. I end my exhortation after dinner. Come, good Lorenzo, goodbye. I shall speak more about it after dinner. Lorenzo, well, we will leave you then till dinner time. Well, we will go away from here till dinner time. I must be of one of these same dumb wise men, for Gudgeon never lets me speak. I also will be like those dumb persons, as Gudgeon does not allow me to speak at all. Gudgeon goes on speaking like this, and he does not allow me to speak. Therefore, I will be also like those dumb persons who want to be called men of wisdom, men of seriousness, and men of great thought. Gudgeon, well, keep me company but 2 years more. Thou shalt not know the sound of thy own tongue. Well, if you keep your company with me for 2 years, then you shall even forget your voice. That is to say, Gudgeon will not give him an opportunity to speak. Thus, Lorenzo may forget his own voice. Antonio, very well, I will grow a talker for this year. Goodbye, Lorenzo and Gudgeon. I shall become a more talkative person on account of his advice. Gudgeon, thanks, I feel, for silence is only commendable in a niece tongue-tied. Thank you for considering my advice. Truly, silence is praiseworthy for animals. Human beings should interact and speak, and silence is praiseworthy for the animals. Antonio, is that anything now? Both Gudgeon and Lorenzo went away from there. Then Antonio asked Bassanio, does it make any sense now? Is he speaking anything important thing? Bassanio, Gudgeon speaks in infinity deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. Gudgeon speaks more than any man in Venice on nothing. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. His wise talk is like 2 grains hidden in 2 bushels, 2 baskets of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, you are not worth the search. You may search for that 2 grains all day in the chaff, and after finding 2 grains, you will say that the search was worthless, no use. In the same way, just like you listen to the talk of Gudgeon, it is nothing. It's not a significant talk. Antonio, well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of? Well, tell me now, Bassanio, who is the lady whom you have promised to visit secretly? You have promised me that you would tell me about it today. Bassanio, it is not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have deserved my estate by something showing a more swelling thought than my fate means would grant continuance. Antonio, Bassanio tells Antonio that Antonio knows very well how much money I have wasted by my lavish way of living. I have spent money beyond my income and wasted all my money, even that I have borrowed. Nor do I now make a mourn to be abridged from such a noble rate. Now I do not complain. Now I do not regret to be curtailed from such a lavish living. But my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts wherein my time something too prodigal have led me against. Now my aim is to come out from that great debt that occurred to me on account of my lavish living. On account of my lavish living, I had to borrow so much of money. Now I want to come out from my debt and live a free life. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love. I am indebted to you, Antonio, for the money that you lend me whenever I am in need of, and I am indebted to you for the love that you show towards me whenever I meet you. And from your love, I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, and how to get clear of all these debts I owe. And your love gives me the guarantee to disclose, to reveal my secret to you, and how to come out from the debts that I have now to be paid. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, give your feedback, and don't hesitate you to ask your doubts.